Everyone says stiff mornings are just part of getting older. The sore knees, the locked-up lower back, that first slow shuffle to the kitchen. We're told it's normal at our age. Well, friend, that's a myth, and believing it might be exactly what's keeping you stiff. Uncle John here. Today, I'm sharing the 5 morning stretches I do before my first cup of coffee. Each one takes about a minute. There's no floor work, no equipment, and no touching your toes, I promise. You can do every single one in your pajamas. Here's what most people get wrong. Your body isn't stiff in the morning because it's old. It's stiff because it sat parked in one position for 8 hours straight. A parked car doesn't need a new engine, it just needs a gentle warm-up. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete 5-minute routine. And stretch number 5 is the one almost nobody does, even though it quietly matters more than the other 4 combined. Stick around for that one. Now, let's wake that body up, nice and slow. Stretch number 1, the morning neck release. Sit tall on the edge of your bed, hands resting in your lap. Now drop your right ear toward your right shoulder and just let it hang there. Don't pull it down. Don't push. Let the weight of your head do all the work. Breathe slow and count to 20. Then roll your head gently back to the middle and switch sides. Why do we start at the neck? Because that's where most of us carry the night. One pillow, one position, 8 hours without moving. Those muscles have been holding your head like a bowling ball on a shelf, and they wake up cranky. Now here's the mistake I see all the time. People grab their head with their hand and pull. Please don't. The hand stays in your lap. A hanging head stretches the muscle. A pulling hand strains it. And if you ever feel a pinch instead of a gentle pull, make the stretch smaller. Gentle always wins. One more little trick. On every breath out, let the ear sink a tiny bit closer to the shoulder, not by pushing, by permission. 3 slow breaths, 3 small sinks. That's how a stiff neck becomes a loose one without a single complaint. Stretch number 2 is one your body already knows. I call it the Big Yawn. Stand up next to the bed, or stay seated if that feels steadier today. Both ways count. Reach both arms up overhead, spread your fingers wide, and stretch tall like you just woke up from the best nap of your life. Now add the good part. Keep the arms up and lean a little over to the left. Hold it there for 10 slow seconds. Come back to the middle and lean over to the right. That little lean wakes up the muscles between your ribs, the ones that help your lungs fill up all the way. Most people haven't stretched them in years. The mistake to avoid here? Shrugging your shoulders up into your ears while you reach. Keep the shoulders soft and low, like your arms are growing longer instead of higher. And if a real yawn shows up while you do this, let it out. That's your body saying thank you. And don't worry about how far you lean. An inch of honest lean does more than a foot of wobbly showing off. You're not painting the ceiling, you're just reminding your ribs that they know how to move. Number 3, the Hamstring Wake-Up. Stand next to your bed or sturdy chair and keep one hand on it the whole time. Balance first, stretch second. Now rest one heel up on the bed frame or a low step. Just a few inches off the floor is plenty. Keep that knee soft and slowly hinge forward from your hips, not your shoulders, until the back of your thigh says hello. Count to 20 and switch legs. Why bother? Because tight hamstrings pull down on your lower back all day long, like a rope tied to your belt. Give them 30 seconds each morning, and your back carries less of the load every hour after. The big mistake here is locking the knee straight and reaching for your toes. That's not a stretch, that's a strain. Soft knee,
Tall chest, small hinge. That's the whole recipe. Quick pause, friend. If these are useful so far, the subscribe button is right down there. It's free, and it tells me to keep making these for you.
Stretch 4. The gentle seated twist. Sit tall on a sturdy chair, not a soft couch, with your feet flat on the floor. Put your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Now slowly turn your chest to the right, like you're checking on a noise behind you. Nothing dramatic. Hold it for 15 seconds, breathing the whole time, then come back around slow and twist the other way. Here's the detail that makes it work. The turn starts from your chest, not your neck. Your eyes and chin just follow along for the ride. When people lead with the neck, they feel it in all the wrong places. And why does your spine deserve this? Because rotation is the first thing a sleeping body forgets. You'll notice the difference the next time you back the car out of the driveway and check that blind spot. The turn is just there, without the creak. If your chair has armrests, even better. Rest the far hand on one and let it steady you. The whole stretch should feel like slowly wringing out a towel, never like forcing open a stuck jar lid. Now, before I give you number 5, let's fix the 3 mistakes that quietly ruin good stretches. I've made every one of them, so learn from my scars. Mistake 1, bouncing. Some of us learned this in gym class 50 years ago. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Muscles hate it. A stretch is a slow lean, not a spring. Hold still and let the muscle melt. Mistake 2, holding your breath. If your face is turning red, the muscle isn't relaxing, it's bracing. Slow breath in through the nose, slow breath out, and the stretch sinks a little deeper on every exhale. Mistake 3, rushing. 20 slow seconds beats 2 fast minutes every single time. This routine is 5 minutes for a reason. Here's a simple way to check yourself on all 3. If you can't hum quietly while you stretch, you're pushing too hard. Humming means breathing, and breathing means the muscle is actually letting go. And remember the golden rule over all of it. A stretch should feel like a comfortable pull, never a pain. Pain doesn't mean push harder. Pain means make it smaller, always. Here's how you actually make this routine stick, because willpower alone quits by Thursday. You tie it to something you already do every single morning without fail. For me, that's coffee. My rule is simple. The kettle doesn't go on until the stretches are done. 5 minutes of movement, and then the coffee tastes like a reward. Pick your own anchor. The kettle, the shower warming up, the morning news theme song, the dog waiting by the door, whatever already happens every morning, let the stretches ride along in front of it, like a little toll booth on a road you already drive. And give it 2 honest weeks. The first few days, it feels like a chore. Somewhere around day 10, something flips. You stop doing the routine because you should and start doing it because the day feels wrong without it. That's the moment it stops being an exercise and becomes just how your mornings start. So, what might you actually notice after a couple of weeks? I won't promise miracles. Nobody honest can. But here's what folks tell me, over and over. The first thing is usually the walk to the kitchen. It just feels smoother, less like the Tin Man looking for his oil can. Then it's the little things you stopped noticing you'd lost. Reaching the top shelf without the grunt. Checking your blind spot with your neck instead of your whole body. Getting out of a chair in one motion instead of 3 installments. Stairs that feel like stairs again, not a negotiation. One fellow told me his slippers were suddenly easier to put on because bending over stopped being an event. That's not magic. That's just a body that gets moved gently every morning, complaining a whole lot less. Everybody's different, but gentle and daily is a combination that rarely disappoints. And here's the quiet one nobody expects. Easier evenings.
A body that gets moved in the morning seems to settle better at night. I can't explain every bit of it. I just know folks keep mentioning it with a smile. Let's put the whole routine together, minute by minute, so you can see how small this really is. Minute 1, the neck release. 20 seconds each side, hands in your lap. Minute 2, the big yawn. Reach tall, lean left, lean right, shoulders soft. Minute 3, the hamstring wake-up. Heel up, soft knee, gentle hinge, both legs. Minute 4, the seated twist. From the chest, both directions, breathing all the way through. And then minute 5, the one I promised you at the start, and it's coming next. Tape the list to the bathroom mirror if it helps. Neck, yawn, hamstrings, twist, ankles. 5 words. Your whole morning routine fits on a sticky note. That's it, friend. 5 minutes, in your pajamas, before the coffee. No gym, no mat, no equipment, no bending your wallet or your knees further than they want to go. That's the whole price of a looser day.
So here it is. Stretch number 5. Your ankles and calves. The ones almost everybody skips, and the ones I'd keep if I had to give up all the others. Sit on the edge of your bed. Straighten one leg out a little. Lift the foot and slowly circle it 10 times one way, then 10 times the other. Then point your toes away from you and pull them back toward your nose, nice and slow, 10 times. Switch feet. That's the whole thing. Why does this quiet little stretch matter more than the rest? Because your ankles are your balance. Every step, every curb, every staircase, every rug edge in the hallway, it all starts down there. Stiff ankles make careful feet, and careful feet make small, shuffling steps. Loose ankles walk with confidence, and confidence on your feet changes how the whole day feels. That's the routine. 5 stretches, 5 minutes, 0 equipment. Do check with your doctor before starting anything new, and then start small, start slow, and just start. If this helped, a like tells YouTube to show it to another friend who needs it. And next time, I'll show you the 5-minute balance routine that pairs with this one like coffee pairs with morning. See you then, friend.